So my name is Yvonne and today we're going to be learning more English in the kitchen. Today we're going to make some delicious brownies. Yes. So the ingredients: milk. We're going to be using 2 spoons of milk. Vanilla. We're going to be using 1 spoon of vanilla. Flour. 125 grams of flour. Chocolate bar, a chocolate bar. In this case is dark chocolate, but you also can use milk chocolate bar. Let's see what else we have here. Sugar, 75 grams of sugar. Powder chocolate, 75 grams of powdered chocolate. Then here we have cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Salt. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we have nuts. Okay, you can use nuts or almonds or anything or nothing. This is for decoration. These ones we're going to be using them at the very end. Okay, the nuts. Then 2 eggs. 1 egg, 2 eggs. 2 eggs. Then this is melted butter. And oil. This is around 6 spoons of oil. Okay, so we're gonna be using oil and butter. Okay, and here we have like 5 spoons of honey. So I'm going to sweeten my brownies with honey and sugar. Okay, very well. This is another type of sugar. This is confectioner sugar. And this is also at the very end for decoration purposes. Let's continue. So here we have, I'm going to be using this plastic spoon. You can use a spatula, okay? I'm going to be using some scissors. You'll see why. And then a knife. This here, it's the cutting board. The green one is the cutting board. This one is parchment paper. Okay, do not use wax paper. Wax paper has a wax coat. Okay, that's why it's wax paper. Don't use wax paper because we're gonna be putting our brownies in the oven. Okay, so we need parchment paper. Very well. Then we have a pot, small pot, 2 bowls, 2 bowls. Now this is a sieve. Okay, we're going to sieve the dry ingredients. Okay, sieve. This is a new word. And this is my baking pan actually. Because I don't have a square or rectangular. Usually brownies are made in a square or rectangular baking pan, but I don't have any of those. So today I'm going to be using this pizza pan, okay? Actually, I always make my brownies here and they turn out to be great, you know, if they look like a huge cookie, you know? And then the kitchen paper towel and of course I have my apron. So I'm gonna put it on my apron and we're gonna start this recipe. Very well. Now we have taken our chocolate bar and we have placed it on our cutting board. Then we're gonna take our big knife, and we're gonna cut half of our chocolate bar, just like this. Very well. So we're gonna cut our chocolate into very tiny pieces. Because we are going to melt this is hard. We're going to melt this. Okay, the way we're gonna melt this is we're gonna put some water here in our pot, okay? We're gonna place this bowl over it, okay? And we're gonna put our chocolate that we have chopped here. We're gonna take it to our stove. We're going to make sure it melts. Very well. Now that the chocolate is melting, we are going to add the butter and the oil. Very well. Now we're going to start adding our butter here. Very well. We're going to make like a ganache. And our oil. So we have incorporated our butter and our oil into our melted chocolate. Very well. Now that we have melted our chocolate and added our butter and our oil, look, this is beautiful. Okay, we are going to incorporate the rest of our wet or moist ingredients. Just one thing though, you have to make sure that this is not very hot, okay, because we're going to add the eggs and we don't want our eggs to cook in our chocolate mixture there. So let's start. We're going to start cracking the eggs. 1 egg, 2 eggs, very good. I'm gonna dry my fingers here. And then I'm gonna put my honey. Remember, this was like, I don't know, around 5 or 6 spoons of honey. Okay, very well. Then our coffee. Remember, a small cup of coffee. 1 spoon of vanilla. 1 spoon of vanilla. There you go. And 2 spoons of milk. 2 spoons of milk. And then we're gonna mix everything. 1, 2. We are going to preheat our oven 180 degrees Celsius or 360 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're gonna sieve our dry ingredients. Remember, 125 grams of flour, 75 grams of powdered chocolate, 75 grams of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and half teaspoon of salt. So all of those things, okay, all of those ingredients, we're gonna sieve them here. And the rest of our ingredients, we're gonna sieve them. Okay. And then we're gonna mix everything. Very well. Now we're mixing our dry ingredients with our moist ingredients. We have to do it very carefully and very slowly. So we have to mix them until we have an even consistency. Very good. Now that our mix is ready, look, it has to look something like this. Now we have the camera there. There you go. Okay. So we are gonna place it on our pan. But remember, we have to put the parchment paper on it. So this is round. Okay, so we have to make sure to make it round as well. So what I do is I fold it like this. I fold my parchment paper. Fold, this is fold. This is not bend. Bend, I bend my knees, but I fold a piece of paper. In this case, I'm folding the parchment paper. Okay, so I make it like this, but I square and then like a rectangle and then another rectangle. So it's like this, okay? So it's like this. I have this thing here, okay? So I measure it. I put the tip in the middle of the pan, more or less like that, and I measure it, okay, just like that. And then I just like cut it around maybe here. Okay, and we open our parchment paper, just like that, and bingo, there you go. Perfect. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our dough here, okay? Just like that. Try to put it in the middle, okay guys? Oh my god, this smells so good. I think my cameraman wants a piece, right?
Yes.
Good. You spread it very carefully. You see the consistency of this thing? It's very thick. Brownies, this is the consistency that brownies have to have. Very well. Now, this is already set here on our pan. And remember that half of the bar, the chocolate bar? Now we're gonna chop it like that. It could be big pieces or small pieces or whatever. Okay, we're gonna put them at the very top as like decoration or just to give more flavor to it. Some of them are gonna have big chunks, some of them are gonna have little chunks. I'm gonna be using nuts, okay, but I'm just going to put them on 1.5 so I can have like 2 flavors, you know. So I'm gonna chop these 2, okay, and I'm just gonna put them over 1/2. As I said before, brownies are usually square size or square, but in this case I don't have a pan like that, so that's why I'm using a round pan, because I don't have a square pan. Okay, very good. So only 1/2, because my daughter doesn't like nuts that much, and my son and I love nuts, so over just, maybe that's too much. What do you think?
Okay.
It's okay? Then I'm gonna do like this. Get it like that, just to make sure it's even, and place them in the oven, okay, around 20 minutes. Okay, so let's see. And I'll see you when it's ready. We have taken our brownie, because there's one right now, out from the oven. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it from the baking pan. Okay, we're gonna take it like this, very carefully. Okay. You see? Easy peasy. Now, we have waited for it to be fully cooled down. Okay, so, and then we're gonna cut it into small squares. We have to clean our knife for every cut. Okay, so here we're gonna start in the middle. Okay, and then, for example, we clean it like this. Okay, we clean it. And we dry it. Okay, and we do this for every single cut. And I'm gonna put some confectioner sugar so you see how it looks. Okay, so we clean our knife again. Okay, so I have a small sieve here to keep it nicer. So I just do like this. And I don't know if my cameraman wants to try one with me.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so let's see. Come here. So if you like this video, don't forget to share, follow, and subscribe. And see you. Bye-bye. Take care. You're very good, right?